Hold my hand.
Thank you.
All right, we're live. Hey, how you guys doing? I'm Jay.
I'm Star.
And this is Brandon.
Yep.
Star's basically monitoring our chat and everything like that. Hope you guys enjoy the show tonight. Tonight we're going to be discussing the best evidence that we've gotten and pretty much like the best place to investigate. We have a bunch of people in the chat. Hey, we got 3. Woohoo! Oh, tonight's episode is brought to you by Monster?
Yep.
Makes sense. Oh, yeah. Brought to you by Miller Lite.
Ooh.
So, Brendan, you want to start off? What's the best places you have? What do you guys got for good evidence on your group?
That's a good question. Multiple places, really. But the most, what would be the one? Probably their tunnel we went with him. Your all's tunnel that we went with you all with. That's the creepiest one we've been to.
Yeah, definitely. That place was like creepy as fuck because well on the children's voices that we were hearing and singing and everything like that, there was a lot of the other stuff that you caught on there. Like, you know, you had the red eyes in the background, and then you had the demonic thing, like when we got close to freaking
that wall
that had occult symbols onto it. It was pretty wild. I'm gonna say the best evidence I've ever got was probably from the Avenel House in Bedford, Virginia, which we really didn't get that much evidence while we were there. Like, honest to God truth, like we went there, we swept the whole place. Usually what we do forward and like that type of investigation we go through and we sweep room by room to see if there's any spikes or anything like that. And we really didn't have anything. We had a couple orbs, but you know how orbs can be debunked pretty fast, either by dust or whatnot.
Yeah, it could be dust, dust flying around. Anything really.
Yeah. But the next day when we went back and reviewed our tape, we got a full body apparition of the white girl in her bedroom, panning through where we set up the infrared, and you'll see me walking, and I'll go right through it, not even paying no attention to it, nothing like that, and it's very wild. When we go back and edit this, we'll add in on the show notes of the videos that we talk about and discuss on this show, so you guys can watch it for yourself. I do have availability to play some of the audio clips and that type of stuff that we have.
Yeah, especially the one at the tunnel that you got.
Yeah, like I've gotten a lot of cool ones. I don't know how good you can see.
If you want to, Jay, you can also play the audio that I sent you through Messenger that night that we went over to her grandmother's house.
Okay. Yeah, I can definitely do that.
I mean, even though we put it in a video, but I mean, that was
Right.
kind of creepy too.
Right. Now, you guys are mostly using that Necrophonics app, correct?
Yeah, still skeptical on it though.
Yeah, I'm pretty skeptical too on it.
We went to that Bloomfield cemetery the day right after we got our tags for the car, and we played with it about 10 minutes there, and I kept hearing the same thing I get here. So,
Right.
to me, it's just kind of weird. I don't know if it's legit, but we did get a kid. It sounded like, what's the word? You know that prank doll kid?
Yeah.
The mother trucker? It sounded just like that kid coming through it. So I don't know
really?
if it's legit or not, but so I didn't record it. I just wanted to see what it was, if it was legit.
I'm such a skeptic when it comes to apps and stuff like that, man. I don't know. They might work, they might not. Here's one of the EVPs we got from one of my personal greatest investigations was at Waverly Hills. And you're going to hear from, this is from a woman named Louise's room. She was there for 7 years. She had tuberculosis. And you hear it clear as day say, "Oh God, please help me now." Here we go. Can you hear that okay? Did you guys able to hear it?
It sounded like it was a little blurred, but I heard a little bit of it.
All right.
But then again, I mean, it's going through your speakers too, so.
Yeah, I got my big ass speaker right here tonight.
True.
All right, here we go again. It would probably be one of the best EVPs I've actually done. I wish there was a way that you could actually post like EVPs that we've actually gotten, because I've gotten some pretty incredible ones over the years. Oh, you can't hear it? Let me turn it down. Maybe I can get some less muffles. Here we go. Is that better? All right. That's probably one of the best EVPs that I've ever gotten. And it was scary because I actually got chills. And in that place when we were investigating stuff like that, we got a lot of great activity. We had figures coming up on the SLS, the different activity. Like we're on the nurses floor, which was I believe it was the third floor. And we're all sitting there, my group was, and we're just walking along the hall. It's probably about 2 a.m. in the morning. And next thing you know, you hear footsteps, the old nurses' footsteps, like the wooden sandal type of thing. And you hear click, 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 and you actually felt the spirit walk right through us, right back to the nurse's station. And so you actually hear the nurse walk right through us. I can't find it. I'll play some other EVPs and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, here's the woman walking through us, okay? You're going to hear her footsteps in the background, okay? You hear that footsteps in the background?
Yep.
All right. So that was the woman's walking through us. Here's some more from that one.
They just walked right fucking through us, guys.
All right, here's a full clip. Sorry, I had to pause it for a second. Now you hear as it gets louder.
It sounds like a heavy foot.
Yeah.
Like someone bigger than me walking through the floor.
Right. Let's see. Can you guys see this? That's the actual.
Okay, that looks wrong. But
Yeah. There's actually only one person sitting there.
It's on the
True.
It is. Honestly.
Doing something downstairs, really. We were trying to figure it out earlier, huh?
Doesn't it look like she's trying to help us?
That's some from our SLS camera. That was actually from a private investigation. See what else I got right here. All right. All right, listen to this.
Who are you?
You guys hear that?
Talk to us. I ain't gonna say something on there anymore. Ready? Turn the flash light off for a second. We'll ask you a question.
Oh, here we go. This is from St. Albans. I'm just trying to get the best angle for you guys to see. Here, can you guys see this at all? Or does it just look like right there? Can you see that?
did everyone just? Okay, never mind. That's your screen. Thought something
Yeah.
above your phone flashing.
That was a full body apparition that we caught at Sweet Springs. Another one we didn't see until reviewing the tape. Let's see what else. All right, this is actually from another private residence. Okay, ready?
What the hell?
Yeah, here's one I couldn't make out. Here we go.
Income cost.
You guys hear that moaning?
Almost sounds like someone.
Here. Do you hear that?
Income cost.
Here, listen to this one.
You know who I am. You know I'm Jay. So I want to know who you are.
Do you hear that one? Let's see. I think this
You
one
know
says
who I
don't
am. You know
proceed.
I'm Jay. So I want to know who you are.
What do you guys hear?
There's, I mean, you've played around with that to try to figure out what it was.
Right. Oh, that's cool. Train Dolly says he sell what?
Patrick,
Makes sense. I think I've seen that movie.
you never know. I mean, CNN called Michael Jackson ghost supposedly at Neverland, so
Yeah. I would love to go investigate that place.
we're in Graceland.
Right?
I've been to Graceland. We went to in 2008, and I swear, what was that photo? Where do you still have that photo that I took? I was right there in the museum room of his full body, right behind me. Shit. Can't believe it. I can't. We should have kept those photos.
Let me see. I think I still got the audio from that one investigation you were talking about earlier that we're at the place in Lexington.
that mysterious tunnel.
That place is crazy.
Yes. And they have dumbass drivers, too.
All right. Can you guys make this out?
Almost sounded like Hello J.
I don't know. That was a pretty crazy place.
It could have been Hello Gang. It could have been that too.
Yeah. Here, listen to this one.
You do that
Yeah, it sounded like that. That door would rattle, the other rattle after.
Did you guys hear that? Don't be afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, I'll play it again. I'm just gonna.
No, they would have rattled, you know, would have rattled. Yeah, one of those doors. Yeah, it sounded like that. That door would have rattled, the other rattle after.
Did you guys hear that? That don't be afraid.
Nope.
Sorry, you hear it.
Yeah.
Is that better?
There you go.
This is when I isolated the clip.
Crazy white dog.
The whole video. Okay. Can you guys see this at all?
This was the women's ward.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Was it the one? I think so, they recorded from it. Christy, Jess, come in and shut the door.
Oh, this one's not.
Come right here. Come talk to it. I heard a theory that
Did you hear that? The
It was
high.
a little faint, but
What's that?
it was a little faint, but yeah, we heard it. Well, I did.
All right, I think this is the one. I'm sorry. A little bit of lag. All right, here we go. I think this is the one.
I'm not going to say a word about that.
This was the women's ward.
Oh, that's not it.
Was it real?
Really? Yeah.
What?
We need to edit all this out.
You know where it is?
No. Isn't it over there by Roger on the board?
No, that's Roger.
I thought you left it downstairs.
Was it downstairs?
Yeah, almost positive.
I know I left it somewhere.
Where's the screw box?
You had it.
No, it was right there.
You had it last couple of years.
Oh, I got it in my pocket, never mind.
Wasn't
What's off, Christy? Why don't you guys show Roger what's up? Slam the door for him.
Give it here.
Show him activity. He's not scared of you.
Yeah, this is there.
Did you fucking hear that?
Whistle?
Oh,
I heard a whistle.
I heard a fucking scream. I heard it. You fucking hear that?
Whistle. I heard a whistle.
What other ones you guys got for, like, 'cause I got, like, basically that, and I got some other stuff, like some more EVPs and stuff like that, but I don't know how much you guys can actually see on that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into my YouTube. There was one tunnel we went to called the Clinch Mountain Tunnel. We got right in the middle. Password. Hang on, I'll tell you in a second. I'm gonna have to get you.
All right. So, how's everybody doing tonight? I'm gonna look at the chat really quickly. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Stuart Light. Hey, what's up, Michael? What's going on, Ghost Tracer? I don't know who else is in there. Hi, Lisa. You know me, I'm Jay. To my, what, other way? Other way, yeah. No, shit. Wait. That's Star. What's up, Spitfire? You got Brandon on the end. Well, damn. Oh. Wait. Yeah, that way. Okay. He's over there. Just chilling out tonight. Yeah, everybody knows me. I'm like, you know, Jay, you guys know me. I'm a star in my own mind. And obviously, this episode of Scream Time is brought to you by Miller Lite. Less filling, great taste, less calories, 96 per can. Who cares about that monster shit? You know, I want to see that. So some of the other great places that we've investigated, well, I personally investigated, the best place I've investigated, hands down, is going to be Waverly Hills. Waverly Hills had EVPs, it had shadow people, it had everything that you could possibly imagine in one location. And relatively speaking, it was probably one of the cheapest investigations I've ever gone on. Like, we went on a public investigation as a group. It was $50 per person, and let's just say it delivered, and it delivered big time. It was kind of cold because we did go in the wintertime. Kentucky's kind of freaking expensive, kind of cold. Didn't know this. Figured dirty South, gonna be warm. No, was not. But we did have quite a bit of activity. As far as free investigations that we've gone on that have delivered, Hillsville Courthouse, we've had numerous things. Actually, at Hillsville Courthouse, I was physically grabbed, and I passed out from an apparition going into me. Surprisingly, the video of that, yes, you need a smile, Star. There we go. The video of it got destroyed. I don't know how, but it did. But there was like an actual physical black mask that just engulfed me, and I ended up passing out. And yeah, it was bad. People were concerned because I'm kind of a big dude. I'm 6'4", 250 pounds, and you just see me drop like a log. Kind of scared. But the whole time we were doing it through the SB7, we kept on hearing Floyd Patterson, which was the guy's name that did the shootout. And you look in the courthouse steps, there's actually still bullet holes and everything like that from where he shot up and everything like that. And it was pretty wild. We had a lot of activity at that place as in frickin'. We kept on hearing his name. We kept on hearing how many shots, how many victims. different type of stuff that I had no clue about because, like y'all know, I'm not originally from Virginia. I don't really know too much of the Virginia history or anything like that. I mean, we can all do the Staley Hotel. That'd be awesome. But it was a pretty wild experience for a free investigation. We were there probably about 4 or 5 hours.
If you were wondering, I'm trying to get to that one.
I got you. I was just covering time, bro.
There's a part that I definitely want you all to hear if you can hear it.
I'm game to hear it. All right, so some of the other better places that we've been to investigate, we went up to Sweet Spring Sanitarium, which was a good investigation. Kind of pricey, not gonna lie. Was kind of disappointed that we went there shortly after Destination Fear went there. I don't know if you all watched that show or not. I kind of liked it at the beginning because I thought they were pretty cool people. But then I found out that they lied on their investigation that they had there, saying that somebody lost their arm in the press room. Never happened. And kind of lost respect from them. But we do have an EVP from General Lee from there. We also have some other EVPs, and we also had a door closed on us. It was actually a slam. And we also have that EVP saying, don't be afraid. Star's here. Star, you have an answer for that one?
What was the question?
You have any evidence?
I'm not sure.
The director Ray said to come out and talk to us, wasn't it?
I believe so, yes.
Star just wants to be here to watch our chat and monitor it for us because Brendan and I can't be so distracted looking at the chat every 2 seconds than going on with our stuff. I got bored. What? See, this is why I should not look at the chat. I want to know the backstory of it. I want to know, like, why was it so entertaining? But why was he bored afterwards? Some other good places that we've gone to. We've done a murder scene in Catawba, Virginia, which was legit as fuck because we had names given out. We've had shots. We actually had a full body apparition there. Let's see if I can pull up the picture. I know you guys can see the picture. Another thing that we don't catch, like with the full spectrum camera, you're not really going to catch it when it happens. You're more than likely going to catch it after when you review the tape and stuff. I don't know, maybe I told you that or whatnot. But can you guys see this?
Cool.
I don't know if you guys see if I can. There you go. Let's see.
I don't know. I can't find where it's at on here.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
That's almost looks like a monkey hanging in a tree, but that's actually pretty cool looking.
Yeah, that was like a full apparition because that was actually at that murder scene was actually on Hanging Rock Battlefield. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those battlefield for the Civil War. One of these days I'm gonna get up to Appomattox and do the Appomattox Courthouse. You know, where the North and South came together and formed this great nation, Hula. 29th, here we go. But anyways, that place was pretty intense. But I definitely want to go back to that tunnel in Lexington, Virginia. If you look it up under Google or whatnot, it's under Poorhouse Tunnel in Lexington, Virginia. What they don't post online, it was a site for a lot of occult activity. Like, people used to go up there and do all their sort of goofy, dumb shit, occult stuff that they have no idea and what doors actually opens type of stuff. And that's not good, dude, like for real. And maybe it's good for one way or another because you can actually get good evidence there. But on the other aspect, it's evil as fuck. 5-second break. This is brought to you by Miller Lite. Great taste, less filling, only 96 calories per can.
Well, I got you beat. This is 25 calories per can. Wow.
Sorry, aren't you going to advertise something? You don't have nothing?
Try to see if you can hear that. Here, find it. I will.
Let me see. What other ones I got? Now, what has been your scariest experience, Brandon?
What would be our scariest one? Lexington's? Or not Clinch Mountain. Well, no, not Clinch Mountain, but Moonshine Run?
I think so, yeah.
It'd probably be either the two tunnels, Moonshine Run Tunnel, or the tunnel we went with you.
Whoa.
Because the Moonshine Run Tunnel, I felt like it was in the middle of 30 degrees, but it felt like it was like 10 below. And then that tunnel we went with you, besides almost getting ran over.
Well, have a good night, Nate.
Yeah.
All right, watch this shit, okay? Can you guys see that okay?
If you want, I can talk
Yeah.
to you through the device in my hand.
Oh, that looks creepy.
That is awesome.
Did you see that? Try it one more time.
Jeez.
If you want, I can talk to you through this little device in my hand.
Did you hear that door slam? That was one of the creepiest experiences I've ever had. Honest to God, truth, I almost shit myself on that. And one of our investigators, she almost shit herself because that was pure fear. I tell you what. It was good stuff though. Freaking. We had a good time. That was at Sweet Springs.
Okay.
Hey, you guys want to see a funny video?
No.
Mama does. You don't like me? That's okay. Because my mama does. You don't like me?
Oh my.
Now, here's a serious question for you guys. What do you think would be a good episode for next week? Like, what do you guys think we should talk about? So we have two options we can do for the rest of 15 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, we can do a necrophonic section. So, like, conspiracy theories. What do you think is behind
conspiracy theories. Me and Dad's already done got into a heated argument over it.
What's that? What'd you have an argument over?
Over the politics, the COVID bullshit.
All right.
Well, me and you were talking about how I feel like it's nothing but politics, and the media's not telling us everything, but they're making us all freak out for it. Well, Dad's telling me that he believes that it's not a conspiracy theory. And he said, how do you know it's a conspiracy theory? So how do you know it's not the media that's doing it? Oh, well.
I think, my personal opinion, is the government knows more than they're actually telling us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
You can't really tell.
I don't want to talk about, it's not about Republicans or Democrats or liberals or independents. I'm just talking about government in general.
True.
It isn't about political party because it's affecting the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the theory. Now, do you think that the UFOs did this? I'm just asking you.
You've never really
Because the reason why I'm saying this is because during the bubonic plague, during the Spanish flu, during all these other world pandemics, there has been increased sightings of UFOs and extraterrestrial activity. And the reason why all these governments are not saying nothing, all these world politicians and world leaders and everything like that are not saying anything, is because they don't want to create more panic.
I can see that.
I mean, I'm not trying to be all freaking crazy and shit, but we all know I'm a little bit.
Or buy more toilet paper. Thanks.
The reason why people are buying more toilet paper is to shove it up their booty hole so they don't get fucking probed. That's the reason why.
Now we know why they make 4-ply. You never know. I mean, you just really never know what's going on.
Man.
I mean, speaking of UFOs, why is Area 51 so covered up? Why every time?
Area 51 is not even the hotspot anymore, though. That place, I think it's like Area 52 or something like that in Utah. That's right outside of Camp Williams Army base in Utah is more freaking more paranormal stuff than Area 51. Because ever since the Bob Lazar came out and said all this other stuff about outside of Area 51, I think personally they moved everything. And who knows if Bob Lazar was doing it? It's because of religion. Why was it because of religion? I'm interested to hear this one. Because we're talking about the new gods of Jesus Christ, or are we talking about the old gods of Odin, Louis, and freaking Thor and all them? Or are we talking about old gods?
Dixie, what are you doing?
She don't know.
Dixie, you okay? Come here for a while. Huh?
She said no.
No, I don't think it's population control at all.
Oh my god.
No, I'm just saying, hey, even in the Bible, it talks about extraterrestrials.
Mm-hmm.
If you read between the lines. I mean, if you actually ever read the Bible or anything like that. Because 90% of the people that say they're Christian have never read it, never read really more than a full scripture or a full testament.
No, it's like I was talking to you about this pandemic stuff, where I believe, like what you just said in the Bible, everything happens for the reason, and he's getting prepared to come back. That's
Yeah.
You know, what I was thinking about the theory was. I mean, I could be wrong. I usually am sometimes, but
You usually are a lot.
Odin and Thor has been protected me good from many battles. So, gang, gang. All I want to say. But no, I just mean, I don't know, man. Like freaking, the whole world's gone crazy. We all know that.
Yes.
Like we see it no matter what state we live in. I mean, I live in, you know, and we have 612 cases.
Jeez.
But you have to figure the overall population of the state is like freaking 10, 15, 20 million or something like that.
Wow.
yeah, about here.
600 and something, 600 and something, 12,000 or 612 people out of how many million? That's really not that much.
Well, it's just like I was,
No.
like how I'm thinking about the flu. The flu from October to the end of February, in just the United States, there was 250,000 cases. And this one's only got about 1,500 cases countrywide. So, which do you think is more deadlier, the flu or this crap that's going around?
I don't know. I mean, obviously the flu's more deadly, but like,
But they're not looking at it that way like we are. Like, you know, we had the real.
that's just like that just makes me think there's more to it.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a question for you guys.
Okay. The public or us?
What's that? Everybody. Everybody.
All right, go ahead. I'll drink to that question.
What about lizard people? What if it's the lizard people that are all the ones that are getting infected?
Hmm.
And some people are immune to it. Y'all went quiet. Yeah, the reptilians.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have Mortal Kombat come back at us.
No, I'm being honest with you. Like, you know,
true.
there's so many different theories out there. Why not?
True.
YOLO.
True.
Hey, what's up, Roger?
Roger.
No, the base is definitely not an Area 51 carry.
Yeah, I'm like you. I'm like you, Jay. They had to move it. The
Yeah,
third off.
no, dude. Like, when I'm not gonna give it exact details or nothing like that, but when I was at a military base for a training purpose, the dude was talking about like, again, hey, if you get real bored, you can go check out over here, but you probably get shot going up into there.
Wow.
And I have like secret clearance right now. So just saying, like this thing right here, this coronavirus has affected more countries. Like it has actually affected the world. Where one aspect it does show how much like a commie type of government could control a certain country. You know what I'm saying? Like by controlling like how many hours you work, what you do for public gatherings and everything like that. But on the other aspect, it could. Bigfoot is the fucking champion at freaking solitary, brother.
Feels like
Almost 2:30.
Why not? There's just different things out there. I've been out to New Mexico. Yeah, the mountains are awesome, dude. Like, if you ever been out to New Mexico, or if you haven't, dude, I'd highly recommend it. Honest to God, truth, it's a beautiful country. El Paso, Texas sucks. Not gonna lie, it's kind of boring. But it's a cool place out there.
Yeah.
What are the ones? Come on, Brandon.
Middle Tennessee's not too bad.
What's that?
Middle Tennessee's not too bad.
Eh,
Nashville area, Murfreesboro, Cookville and stuff. Once you get to Memphis, so you get a bunch of gangs. But you know, the only good thing about Memphis is Graceland down there.
right. I like Graceland.
I do too.
Like, I want to go to Hell's Gate in South Carolina.
Ooh. And what we talked about last week, the Devil's Playground or campground in North Carolina too. That's how it's rolling.
Lisa, I'm going to take you up on that after. Honestly, I'm going to. Since we were supposed to go to Sweet Springs this weekend.
Yeah, because Tennessee had to ban me from traveling.
And this is why this episode's just kind of thrown together, because we were supposed to just go there and we're going to do the whole history of Sweet Springs and
Yep.
why it's such an awesome place on this fucking episode. But, oh, lo and behold.
Country shuts down and we all get banned for it.
Mm-hmm. Trust and believe on that. So this is why this episode's kind of thrown together. All right, so what do we want to do it on? Just gonna leave it on nothing?
It's whatever you want to do.
All right, here we go. Who wants to play with us?
Come out wherever you are.
I sort of like, yes, I do help the ghost. Wait 1 second. If I do find a place that is haunted as a residential place, yes, we'll either recommend a priest or whatever type of, or a pastor, or if they're Wiccan or pagan, we recommend getting their house saged, and we can help them out getting into that type of environment.
What the hell?
Thomas, are you here?
Oh, God.
See, this is the same noise you get from yours, isn't it, Brandon?
Yep. We heard that as soon as we turned it on in that cemetery today.
Yeah.
That same woman scream.
All right, I'm gonna put it on. Right now we're using the necrophonics app on iTunes.
Fucking cooking it thing.
I want to put it on to reverb because I usually get better thoughts on that. Thomas, are you here?
Those kids. Got early.
Did you hear that? Where it says Thomas?
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, you're gonna see I have this on stop
And it was still playing through.
and it's still playing. Most of you guys don't know this, but I do have a spirit Thomas that is with me. He's been with me for many, many moons. Back when my children, back when my children were small, we used to have a little cow mirror type of thing. This thing used to go off all the time, and it used to be like a little cart thing. So he used to follow us, and we used to have like a little mirror thing that used to like it'd move all the time. And I swear to God, dude, this thing like freaking started rocking back and forth all the time with the mirror thing, and like ding, 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 ding. And we used to have this like a little push, like not a tricycle, but like, you know, one for the infants, like really small, they go on to and be like, hello, this is daddy. Hello, this is mommy type of thing, right? Those things used to go off all the time. But that's pretty wild. But Thomas has been with me for years. I did have a cousin named Thomas that ended his life. I don't know if it's him or not.
I mean, it could be.
Yeah, you never know, you know.
You never
Because,
really know.
man, there's only one person that actually knows in this world. And that's not me. You know? All right, so you guys want to continue doing this?
Go ahead.
All right,
Yeah.
here we go.
They almost just said like Thomas again.
And
Hmm.
now, what do you guys hear on this?
They're like me.
What's that?
One of them said, after you asked that question, what do we hear? It sounded like me. Like you just hearing me.
Man. You guys want to try a little bit more, or are you guys done?
However you want to do it.
It don't matter.
I mean, you're the only one that's got it.
Well, this just got awkward. All right, let's see. Is anybody here with us?
I am.
Or do you want me to make you creepier? Am I shutting off the lights?
Hey, are you in the kitchen or in your dining area?
What?
Are you in your dining area?
No, dude, I'm in my studio.
Okay. What else? You could turn off the lights in your dining area where your chandelier is. That would start rocking like it did the last time we were up there.
No, I'm not in there. I'm real in my studio.
Okay, that's even creepier.
All right, here we go.
Oh, shadow figure.
Keep
Is anybody here with us?
Yeah. That almost sounded like Get Out. And then you said now or huh.
Sounded like help.
Mhm.
Yes, it is live. 100%. If you are here with us, can you tell us your name? I want to hear what your name is. Say your name. Tell us your name.
Did I just say my name? Did that just say my name? Sounded like it.
Say my name, say my name. When no one is around you, say, baby, I love you.
That's
Say my
like
name, say my
multiple
name.
times I've heard it.
So, um, obviously, we're going to edit this down. We're going to add some more stuff onto it. We had this is kind of a thrown together episode because we're like spitfiring on a minute notice pretty much. when it comes to preparing for a show, because we had this whole week prepared for Sweet Spring Sanitarium, supposed to be doing tonight.
Yep.
So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode.